And good morning to everybody. Here we are uh, in our studio. It is This Mug's for You, and we are coming to you live from the United Public Radio Network and the Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 and 107.7 FM on your radio dial in the beautiful town of New Orleans. My name is Roger Garza Sr. I am a psychic medium of over 19 years. And my beautiful wife Faye's on the other side.
Hello.
So we're here today. We'll be here for about an hour and a half, and want to thank those that are coming in right now. Decky, you made the first one. Good
Wow,
for you.
she gets the prize. What's the prize?
I don't know. A
She's
pack
the
of tortillas. Okay, yay. Joe Hernandez, good morning. Lisa Cantu, good morning. And Mark, good morning, buddy. Yeah, Decky, you made number one. You're the first one in, so be proud.
Be proud. Wow, we've got more people coming on in. Hello, Lynn.
Hello, Linford. Good
Yeah,
afternoon to you.
Joe is here. Lisa's here. Mark is here. Wow.
Leanne Garcia, you made it early. Good for you, girl.
Yay.
Marie Taylor.
Good to see you all this beautiful day in downtown Baldwin, Wisconsin, huh?
Marie Taylor. By chance, are you related to? There was a lady that helped me with a thing I did at the machine shed, and her name was Taylor, but I cannot remember her first name right now. Mary Lasea, good morning.
Hi, Mary. Good to see all you folks joining us this morning.
Wow, Lisa already liked and shared it.
Yes, thank you, Lisa.
Okay, Marie says she doesn't know her. All right,
Okay.
that's fine. Please hit the like button, everybody. Show everybody you like it and share the show. Okay, because we're going to be talking about some stuff that, I don't know, might be kind of weird for everybody. But anyway, we'll talk about it.
That won't be the first time things are a little weird for everybody. No.
Yes, we're going to talk about my shirt size and my pant size.
But continue to share the show. Make sure you share it with your family and friends.
Leroy!
Hi, Leroy. Can you hear me okay? Am I all right?
Yeah, but you got to get closer, hon.
Oh, dear. Okay. Well, it's right under my...
We should have brought that stand like I told you, so we could put the mic right here so nobody can see you.
Well, I could hold it like that. How's this? This is
Yeah,
good.
that works, right?
Okay.
Thank you, Marie, for sharing.
Yes, wonderful.
Mary Erickson, good morning. Good morning. Leanne, thank you for sharing. Tina Allen, good morning. You didn't hit the like button, Tina, and share
How do you know?
because I see right here. I
Oh,
see all.
you see everything? Oh, wow. So here, Lynn is giving the weather report over there in the UK. And she says it's very overcast here with a forecast from midnight for thunderstorms, heavy rain, and gales for all day tomorrow.
Wow.
Sounds mysterious over there.
Azucena, good morning. Just got on Silky. What is Silky?
Okay. I don't know what that is.
Tina Allen says just got on Silky. I mean,
Okay, it must be something, another
is that
platform.
lingerie or something? Or
No,
what?
it
I
must,
don't know.
I don't know. So Leanna's laughing. Okay. All right. We're just kind of old folks here trying to figure this. Oh, silly. I just got on silly. Okay. Not silky, but silly. I got.
Oh,
Okay.
that threw me off. Okay.
Well, I mean, we just assume we don't know anything, both of us, Roger and I, about things like, other places to go with our shows and things like
Look what
that.
Leanne says.
What?
See all, do tell us. I do every week,
Yeah.
every show.
So, yeah, we needed that little laugh, didn't we, honey? It's been a little bit of a hectic morning for
Yep.
both Roger and I, or Roger and me.
Yes,
Yeah,
Tina, it is too early
too early.
for stuff like that.
Is it?
Way too early. But it was good. The thought
Yeah.
was there. Oh, Lord.
Pretty soon somebody's going to put up a platform called Silky. You know,
Oh, no.
goodness. I mean, goodness knows where that could go. I don't know, or that would leave us.
Well, anyway, we're here today. We're going to be here for about an hour and a half. If anything's come up for anyone, please let us know that you want us to talk about.
Yeah. Have any questions? Any besides what having a reading? Do you have any questions to ask the psychic medium about you know what things look like? I don't know. That's not a good question.
Josie
But
Morales, good morning. Kelly, good morning,
hey,
Kelly.
Kelly.
I hope Drew's with you. Susenia says, my birthday is tomorrow, 65 years old, sharing it with Father's Day. Good for you, girl.
Nice.
That way you'll know who wears the pants of the family. It's a goofy morning, silly Saturday.
I have nothing to say. Uh-oh.
Tina
Okay, so
Allen says, my healing sucks. Healing? Oh, that's right, because she went to the hospital.
uh
Right. Well, it's got to take time, dear. Just relax.
mhm. So Kelly says he's sitting next to her.
Good morning, Drew. There's no S on my name. There's no D in my name, and there's no S. Ronnie Hub, good morning, dear. Good to see you on. And Ronnie, I was so worried about all that bad weather down there. And I said, man, I hope she doesn't get hit or nothing. So, because, man, I've been watching the TV like crazy.
Okay, thank you, Lynn. She says there's only one like, and that was me before your show started. So come on, folks, hit the like button. Honestly, thank you all. Thank you.
Yeah. If you don't hit the like button, that means you don't like me, you don't like
Don't you
our
like
show, you
don't
don't
you like
like what I
Roger?
do.
Don't you like him? Please like him. I like him.
That means you don't like this beautiful face.
Uh,
Tina says, I likes.
I'm having trouble with this particular thing because I keep on dripping on me. Is it
No, it's a hole in your lip, honey, right there when you put that deal in there. Debbie
okay?
Heller said, good morning.
By the time the show ends, I'm going to have all kinds of
Yep,
stains.
that's all right. Put a bib on.
Okay. Hi, Debbie Halderson. Good morning.
Kelly, thank you for sharing.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Susie. Thank you. Happy Father's Day for all the fathers out there and you, Roger. Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tina. Good suggestion. Yes, I do need to put it in my mouth. Okay. It's always been a trouble. It's always been a trouble. It's
It
always
doesn't
been
look
trouble.
at, I can see it from here. It looks like it's not pressed down in front. You better push it down some more. Ronnie says we haven't had any rain, any of that rain. It's been dry in this part of Louisiana. All right, I always stay on top of that area because that's down where you live. So I always watch whatever happens in the Gulf.
He does, folks, because you all watch our shows every week and, you know, Roger has the radar up on the TV screen
Yep.
and he's viewing the weather from all over. He loves because he wants to make sure everybody who watches what's going on in their neck of the woods. It's like he is also
Well,
So
here's
that,
the thing. When I
mm,
look at the radar and all that, we have people on the show from all over the world. And I just want to make sure that everybody's going to be safe that watches the show, you know?
yeah, he does. He always wonders how Ronnie is, how Lynn is, how, you know,
Paul,
Paul, everybody. And Paul, by the way, Paul's got a big day today.
yep.
His daughter is getting married, and we wish him, he wishes his daughter all the love and wonderful life ahead of her. Absolutely.
Look at
And that,
Leroy. It's the end of the world for me. Ran out of chocolate milk. That's a
crazy.
good one, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Roger likes his chocolate milk,
Yep.
and so does Leroy. Yeah. So, yeah,
It's good
Paul,
stuff, right, Lee?
yeah.
I mean, here's what I you take chocolate milk and you take like French bread and you, especially when it's warm. Ugh.
Warm outside or warm in the,
Warm. The chocolate milk is warm.
oh, yeah. That's another thing. I've had to learn how to heat up all the sandwiches for Roger. He doesn't like cold chicken or cold turkey sandwiches. Everything has to be heated up.
And believe it or not, folks, this is truth. Back in 1987, I had a chemical accident that burned the inside of my throat and my nose and everything and my mouth. So I cannot eat hot food. It has to be just kind of a little warm. That's it. Otherwise, I have so many layers left in my mouth and in my throat that if I eat hot food, it bubbles right away. You know, my skin bubbles. So I have to be very careful.
We have Margot AAS Oz here.
Margot,
Margot, did I say? What did I say?
you said Marco.
Oh,
Magic Marco, like magic marker.
okay.
Hello.
My apologies, Margot.
Mark says, recently homeless, living in my car. Will I make it and for how long? Buddy, you
Mm.
need to turn your life around. You know, I know a lot of things are bad and all that, and everybody says, yeah, well, it's easy for you to say because you got it made. No, I do not. You should have seen the trailer before I moved up here. You should have seen the trailer I lived in. I would have died in that trailer. That's the God's honest truth if I wouldn't have come back home. But you can do it if you're bound and determined like I was. You need to tell yourself, enough of this. I don't want to live like this anymore. I care more about myself than to live like this. And you'll do it.
Yeah. And yes, there's so much you can do. Just you got it, it's about, talking to yourself, putting it in your head that you will make it. And it doesn't matter how long you'll make it. You just do one day at a time, you'll make it. Absolutely. I believe you'll make it, Mark. You just have to put it in your head and say that you can do it. Honestly, you can. And we have,
You
oh,
meant Michael Salgado? Okay. Clara Lane, can you please tell me where you are? Oh, Sarah Lane. I know you're in Michigan. If I'm
okay.
not mistaken. I thought it said Clara because I'm like
So
that horse, that blind horse. I know looking too good.
So Tina Allen says, I think is this in reaction to Mark's message, the struggles are real, just got to call 211.
Yep.
Okay, there are resources out there for you.
Aisha Humphreys, good morning. Sierra Lane is from Australia, but I'm Irish. Woohoo!
Woo woo!
Richard Gideon, good morning, my friend.
Hi, Richard. Good to see everyone today. It's a
Put up
wonderful.
what Lynn says, honey. This is for Mark.
This is for Mark. Lynn says, believe in yourself and make your life work one day at a time. Absolutely.
That's
You
good.
said,
Very good advice, Lynn.
yep, in a nutshell. Thank you, Lynn. That's fantastic. We have Aisha Humphreys here. Are you new,
Are
Aisha?
you a bunny rabbit or what? What's the deal here?
It
She
looks
got a
like a
picture of
bunny
a
rabbit.
bunny rabbit all
Right.
over her face.
Yes. Clara says some of these people sound like they need a hug. Absolutely.
Sierra, honey. It looks like an L, but it's
Oh,
Sierra.
it's not Clara. Okay, Sierra. Thank you.
It's in the Spanish. It's Sierra.
Yeah. Sometimes a stiff drink isn't good for some people, but
But
yeah.
see, we don't want to get people like that back on the road again. No,
No, no.
we want to keep them straight.
Mm-hmm.
Jody McCloskey Bass, good morning.
Good morning,
See, Kiera, but as we say it, it's Kiera.
Kiera. Okay, pretty. Beautiful. Oh, she hasn't been on for a while. Okay. Just remind us where you're
No, I
on.
didn't say you're new. I'm talking about your face deal that you have. You got big bunny ears and bunny nose. I mean, I know they call me Roger Rabbit, but this is getting ridiculous.
He's only pointing that out, Kiara, Aisha, because if he, if he, if you want to get a quick read today, it might be beneficial to have a profile
Nothing on
picture.
your face.
Just have your face, not the rabbit ears. It's a little distracting for him, I guess.
And Aisha's from New York City. Get a
Yay.
rope.
Wow, what does that mean?
You never watched that Pace commercial?
No.
We're talking about the hot sauce, and he goes, New
Oh,
York City, get a
okay.
rope. The
And
Cowboys.
some people may not know what you meant by that, like me. Okay.
Tina says she is a wabbit.
Okay.
Sierra says, I'd love a read. So would I. How about you read for me? I read for you. Let's do that. I'm not doing readings on this show. Whatever comes out on your name is what I give you, okay? First thing I get the back of a neck. This is weird. I get the back of the neck of a black dog, like a Labrador. So if you had a black dog that passed, or you have a black dog right now, I see it.
Is this for Kiara?
Yep.
Okay.
You wanted your read. Your dog comes in first.
Wow. Aisha's gonna change it and she's gonna come back. Okay, cool.
Okay. Because I don't have my rabbit ears on right now, so you can't
I
have
could go
yours on.
I could go get them for you.
I got my Roger Rabbits in my office, you know.
Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna stop drinking this out of this mug. Because it's not
You know what? Pour it into your cup. Hello, Claire. My dog needs a hug. Do you have a dog, a black dog, first off? And go to Claire.
Hi, Claire says, hi, I'll hope everyone's well. Please, can I have a message from Spirit? If drawn to me, please, and thank you from the UK. Okay. Well,
Like I just told her, I'm just waiting. Whatever comes out, comes out. I don't do full readings on this show. Whatever comes off of your name is what I go with, okay? Hello, Jamie Bilota. That's the way you say that. Bilota.
do you see what Lynn says?
No.
Are you not a bunny, honey?
Oh, boy.
Oh, here we got.
Lupita Prado, good
Hello.
morning.
Good morning, dear. And we have Daniel here.
Okay, Tina Allen is telling you to plant flowers in your messy cup.
Well, you know what? It's a plastic one, and so I don't care. It's not. I'll just put it in the cupboard.
Incidentally, that's the cup that I got from the bank.
I won't throw it away. I'll put it back in your
No,
little
don't ever
hutch.
throw that one away.
I will never throw anything in yours away. I know better.
Daniel Figueroa, where have you been, buddy? Wow. It's been a long time.
And we have Richard here saying something about feeling an earthquake coming.
Yeah, Richard, um, I'm going like kind of like southwest, okay? That's where I'm feeling it. And I was going to get hold of you yesterday, but I got turned around with other stuff.
Tina Allen says, yes, it is LMAO, Silly Saturday.
Okay, read what Mark says.
Mark is saying, thanks for the encouraging words. I will last as long as I can. I have a bad back and need surgery, just waiting on it, leaving and losing all. God's good though, I pray. Absolutely, Mark. I mean, I know times are desperate sometimes.
I'm going to tell you this way, Mark. Don't you give up on life because life hasn't given up on you.
Yep. Stay with us.
Claire says, I know the way you work, Roger. I've joined your lives a couple times. I just I was just letting you know I was here and love and light. Thank you, dear.
Absolutely.
Okay, then just sit back in your chair and have your coffee or your tea and enjoy
Or
yourself.
your glass
Watch
of
the
wine.
show.
I might add, it might be a little later in the UK, and if you have a glass of wine and something else, that'd be fine too. Just don't get drunky while you're watching the show. And Lynn says, it is Silly Saturday, and you can rely on me to make it work. I know that. You're right behind us. Thank you, dear.
Okay, Leanne wants to know explain to some of us who don't know how you do this.
That's a good point, darling.
Yes. What I do is I look at your picture,
Mhm.
okay, and then I look at your name. I say it 3 times in my head, and then something just goes poof and comes out. Kelly, Mountain Dew is too early, girl. Oof. That's got tons of caffeine in there.
Kelly and Drew live on Mountain Dew. Even their dog drinks
I
it.
know. Oh,
I saw
no,
that.
not the dog.
I
No.
saw, I saw, did I see that or did I
Yes.
dream that?
You said even the dog.
That's a cute dog, by the way. Adorable. Yeah, I heard this morning. Margot says, I heard this morning life is good. I woke up this morning. Absolutely. Coffee, 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 Tina says. Oh, wow. Claire says, I'm sitting in the garden having a cigarette watching you, LOL. Okay.
Get rid of that cigarette. All you're doing is making someone else rich. And it's not doing anything for you but making your hair smell, your clothes, everything. And it's ruining everything. And when you go to somebody and you go, hi, and they go, holy moly, get rid of the cigarettes. I'm going to tell you why. When I was a little kid, we would pack my dad's lunch for him, and he always wanted us to throw 3 packs of Salem in there, in his lunchbox. Unbeknownst to us, we were throwing those cigarette packs in his lunchbox, and they were killing him. And my dad passed at the age of 50.
50. That's 50. Mm-hmm.
Yep. The next
From
year,
from
I
cancer,
quit.
right? From lung cancer or what?
No, my dad had a cerebral hemorrhage. His brain exploded, and he had
Okay.
a massive heart attack at the same
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
His veins were so fine that the blood couldn't pass through. So it just boom. So please understand that's why I'm against smoking, okay? That's for anybody. Hello, Rachel. Good
Hi,
morning.
Rachel. Good morning. We are doing great. So Mary suggests, where does Mark reside? Perhaps one of our extended family members may be able to reach out to him and offer a hand up.
I
Someone,
believe Mark is in Becker, Minnesota, because that's where his sister lives. And that's Kelly. Good for you, Joni. I'm proud of you.
Absolutely. Joni says, I quit smoking 3 months. I had a scare, so, so I quit.
Yeah, when you get like you're having a heart attack or something, let me tell you, bang, automatically, you just stopped everything. When I had my heart attacks, I just like, I didn't want to do nothing. And, you just get afraid of doing stuff that you used to do when you were strong and everything. And like, even playing music, I was afraid to hold a guitar. I was afraid to stand up, and I was just scared. I was
But now,
afraid of everything. And that's the truth.
but now he does it all because he doesn't smoke and you know. So Claire does say, I have no willpower and when it comes to quitting smoking. I have tried lots of times and I failed.
All right,
Well,
Claire, listen to this. This is the words of wisdom I will give you. If you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. It's how you act and act accordingly. Okay? There's Primo. My
and then
cousin says, I will never smoke weed with Willie Nelson again. I wanted to, but he wasn't smoking at the time when he came into the music store I worked at. Carolyn Thomas says, good evening, guys, from South Africa, everyone.
wow.
Great to
Well,
have you here, dear.
welcome to our show.
And there's somebody, Carolyn, I look at your picture, and there's somebody, it's a male. I don't know if it's your dad or a husband or what, but they're playing around with your ear. Like he's behind you going,
Wow. That just came right through, didn't it?
yeah.
That's something. We got a heart from Kiara. And Mary suggests smoking is awful to live with. It killed my dad, my first husband, and a brother. I have the same experience. My dad died of emphysema. My
Yep.
brother died of cancer. My sister died of cancer.
They told
Um,
me that before my dad died, that they cut him off of cigarettes completely, and he had a bad coughing spell, and that's what triggered the heart attack and the cerebral hemorrhage.
mhm. Law of attraction.
Now, this is good that we're talking about this because there are some smokers out there.
Right. I mean, I have family members that are smoking as well and using cigarettes and things, and it bothers me, and I've talked to all of them. One of them has quit completely.
One
She's
of the
doing well.
things that we used to say when
Hmm.
when we were all on CBs, remember the citizen band radios that everybody had?
Hmm.
One of the things we always said before we cut it off, completely, we would say, take care of yourself, 44s and 88s at you, meaning throwing love. Take care of yourself because we want to talk with you than about you.
Right. Well, I'm tossing up what Margot says. She says
Yes.
she's preaching, but I stopped smoking 30 years ago. I lost 90 pounds and stopped drinking coffee and feeling so healthy. Yep. Congratulations, Margot. And it does make you actually, you can get your years back. Makes you
Yeah.
not only look better or feel better, but look better. Absolutely.
Josie Morales says that my mother died of lung cancer. Josie, there's a soft spot in my heart for your name because of the fact that my grandma was Benita Morales. And then I found out there's another Benita Morales. There's all kinds of them. But she was my grandma. She was married to my grandpa.
Janine Williams is here. Morning, my dear friends. It's 2 a.m. Sunday morning. Hugs to you both.
Girl, I don't know how you get up so early to be with us, but I'm very grateful
Wow,
that
we
you are.
sure appreciate it. Absolutely. Lynn says, as my hubby was told by a doctor, if you don't take a last puff on your ciggy, you'll take the last puff in your life.
That's a
It,
cool way to. That's
he
beautiful.
he died of cancer a couple of years later.
I'm
So,
sorry to hear that, but that is one hell of a way to put it to somebody.
right,
Take your last cigarette puff or take your last breath.
right.
Wow, that's crazy. That's
We
I
have a
like
lot
that
of
a lot.
reaction to the cigarette smoking, folks. Tina Allen says trying to get my daughter to stop. Sure, absolutely, yeah.
Remember this, you cannot make her stop until she's ready to stop.
Yeah.
And what you need to do is get pictures of people who had cancer and all that and throw it in front of her. Be as hard as man, just
It
you
is serious. I mean, I'm not trying to preach or to pound, it on anybody, but we only have, we're here on the earth and we're experiencing this life. Um, Maybe cigarette smoking doesn't help you live a great life.
I've never seen it help anybody.
Yeah. Claire says, my dad quit after 50 odd years, really easy, but he has COPD, which should be a massive reason to quit. Yeah.
Right. It
Yeah,
should be.
it should be. And
Here's the thing. Nobody puts a cigarette up to their mouth but the person that's going to smoke. You don't do it. You could tell them, hey, stop smoking. I don't like it. Da, 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 da. You're going to smoke, go outside. And get away from the door. Don't just think you're by the door. No. Get the hell out of here.
well, Lisa says that Tina has been smoke free for a little over a month now. Well,
Good
congratulations,
for her.
Tina. Richard has asked a question. Here's a good question. Does the other side show you how you are going to pass before it happens?
I've never seen that, Richard. In all the 19 years I've been doing this, no, I've never seen it. They are there to greet you as you come over. It's like the welcoming committee part, everybody that is in your family, everybody you knew, everything, they're all there. And I've seen people get pulled over, like, you know, come to our side, and I've seen that. That's a good question, though. I like that
I
question.
like that. And so Ronnie says, I quit smoking 25 years in September this year. Woohoo! I quit because I couldn't breathe anymore, so I threw the cigarettes and the
Yeah.
lighter out the window of my car as I was driving and said no more.
Now Tina Allen says her daughter, she has asthma. She won't listen. Well, then you know what? Start asking her this way. Uh, you know, when you die, what do you want me to what dress do you want me to put you in? And what kind of flowers do you like? Just throw it that way forward. Like everything, like her whole life, throw it forward and bring it to her in that way. Reality. And I tell Faye all the time, I'm a realist. I live by reality. I don't want this, sugarcoat this and da 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 da. No,
Yeah,
this is
well,
real.
I think everybody knows that
Well,
right now. Um, Joni says, it's hard to quit, but I crochet now to keep my hands busy instead of eating. Yeah, because I guess eating comes in when you quit smoking, then you want to eat. Yeah,
let me
make
tell
that.
you the way that I quit. And back in my days, this is in the 70s. I quit in 74. So in that time, they had what they call bazooka bubble gum. And I remember I would just put almost a whole pack of bazooka in my mouth and chew it. And then I had a wooden matchstick. And I would stick it in my mouth to take the place of the cigarette. Every time I had the craving, I'd grab a matchstick, boom, and I'd have it in my mouth. Now, I always, after that, I kept doing that with toothpicks until one time, honey, this is no lie. I had a toothpick in my mouth and I was selling a guitar to this lady, and my boss came behind the lady.
Oh no.
No, wait, he came behind the lady and he went like this,
Uh-oh.
and it clicked in my head, and I went, and
Uh-huh.
ever since then, I never ever had a toothpick in my mouth again.
Right. Because it looks weird.
Yeah, it did.
Mary says if her daughter has children, ask her who she wants to raise them. That's a good point.
Right. That's another thing.
So, do you want to answer what Kiara says about do you have any feeling readings towards anyone? Well, this is what happens. If
As we're going, Sierra, here's the thing. As we're going, I get whatever I get off people, okay?
mhm, it
Like
might,
Sierra, for you, I get somebody by the name of Mary. I don't know who this is, but that's the first name that popped out for you. Good morning, Emma. Good to see you.
oh, thank you, Janine. She says she's a night owl, and I just get upset when I don't get to watch you both. Well, thank you,
Wow.
dear. That's awesome.
I appreciate that very few.
So apparently Tina isn't feeling, Lisa says Tina isn't feeling well today. She had a rough night. Well, our prayers go out to Tina as well. I know that
Yeah.
she is fighting some
Tina just got
healing or,
operated on, so
right,
we want her to get well.
we
See, the
do.
thing is, she wants to get well so fast, and you can't. It's a slow process. So she has to learn to relax.
Here we got, did you already say hello to Emma? I didn't
Yes,
say.
I did.
Awesome.
Claire says 10-10 breaker breaker. I used to love the CB when I was on it. Yep, I was on it for a long time too. My handle was Tortilla Fats. That was
Don't you think
it.
it's time to tell everybody where we're broadcasting from?
Oh, yeah. Why not at the marker? At the mark. We're there. Oh, we're past the mark, aren't we?
Yeah. Hello.
Anyway, we this is a silly Saturday. No, this is This Mug's for You, and we're coming to you live via the United Public Radio Network and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 and 107.7 FM on your radio now. And that's in the beautiful town of New Orleans, Louisiana. Which, like I said, if anybody knows Ken Burns or anything, I sing a tribute to Freddie Fender, okay? And because I got to play with him, and he was a cousin, and the whole 9 yards. But I would like to do like a tribute to Freddie, and then do readings. I think that would be a cool thing to come to, you know?
It sure would. So Richard says on tomorrow's on tomorrow's stone, I don't know what that means. This person could have been around another 10 years, but they kept smoking. Okay.
Well, there you go.
You are extending your life when you do quit smoking. That is true. You are changing your destiny. You have a choice. You have,
Christopher Polydor. Greetings from Malta's Mutterus Island. Where is that at?
it looks like there's palm trees.
Well, I know, but whereabouts is that? I played, believe it or not, Christopher, I played music on the Tenerife Island. It's in the Caribbean. And we went to go play at the college there, and I played there. And I got pictures of that.
Hi, Kathy Hanley. Good to see you.
Hi,
She's
Kat.
here. And here we have Vanessa. Hello.
Vanessa, otherwise known as Mayonesa, which means mayonnaise.
Does it?
Yeah, so we would call anybody had the name Vanessa, we would call her Mayonesa. Oh, Claire says her handle was mine was Babyface. Excuse me.
Okay.
But anyway, Vanessa, it's good to see you. Kathy Hanley, it's good to see you. I love it when our regular people come on. That's always by Madagascar. Where's that
Okay.
at?
It's off of Africa,
Oh, wow.
I believe.
Well, I don't know if it's good afternoon to you or whatever, but we're glad that you made it. Norma Martinez, good morning. hopefully we'll be seeing you next month.
Yes, I hope you join us. I hope you got your tickets to the event in Grafton, North Dakota, which is going to happen
Yeah.
July 29th. I do believe those uh, tickets are sold. However, there's another event coming up in Becker, Minnesota, August 5, Saturday, and I will be putting together a little poster so you will have information as to who to call for that event. It's Becker, Minnesota. Anybody around the Anoka, Blaine, Becker, um,
We'll be doing that. Yeah, the
Elk
Becker one.
River, I guess, area, you know, uh,
Honey, put
we
up
got that.
Christopher's picture. Christopher, there's something about your stomach area that I'm worried about, okay? I don't know if you ate something bad or if there's something, because I see darkness in your stomach on the middle of the stomach, okay? If you could, no, you can't see where I'm pointing. Here's your stomach area up here. Go to the middle of it, but on the left hand side. That's where I'm at, where I'm getting pain. And I see darkness there. Please, if you can, get to a doctor and get it x rayed.
Okay, so Roger sees bodies like an X-ray. So that's the other gift he has as a psychic medium. I'm getting my coffee in another cup.
Right.
Okay.
Herbie says, "Who is that ashtray?"
I
Which
don't know.
one? I don't see an ashtray. Do you?
I don't know. Is he getting hacked? I'm not sure because so yes, yes, friends want more information when you are in well, Norma, I think it's almost too late, dear. Um, I have
If
post
they
up.
could do standing room, I don't know, honey.
I don't know. I will. I do post it on Facebook quite a bit. So I don't want to discourage you, but maybe Norma will have to send it to you after the show. I can't do it here right now.
Christopher says it's Southeast Africa and it's 8 p.m. My God. Well, thank you for joining us, sir. Very honored. And by chance, Christopher, are you missing a ring? I get either part of the ring fell off the stone or a ring, period, that fell off your finger.
Thank you, Lynn. Lynn is also announcing to share the show for us and to send it to your families, friends, neighbors, but especially to your groups and hit the like button too. Thank you, folks. Thank you
Okay,
for that.
Claire is saying it's 5:12 p.m. Saturday afternoon, and we have our dear friend Jay Nielsen from Turkey. Good to see
Yes,
you, girl.
see you too.
And I hope would you know what, Jay? We were just talking right now about smoking cigarettes. And remember, I told you get rid of those cigarettes. I know you can do it.
And we have Vanessa says her friend Louise Anderson is listening with me for the first time. Can you
Okay.
can you get anything for her, please?
Can you post a picture of her by chance, or is that her next to you in the picture? I do get something regarding her mouth, Vanessa, and I'm going to go to the tongue because to me the jaw and the back, something's wrong. Something doesn't line up. And I give you like that. She could be talking and all of a sudden it goes like that, like a hesitation.
So I can't remember if Denise Halderson is here or, I mean, Debbie Halderson is here or Denise is here, who are in charge of the Grafton, North Dakota
Debbie's
area.
on.
Debbie, could you let me know if you still have um,
Any room?
any room at the event in Grafton? If you could please tell her because this was for our friend Norma Martinez, who is in Crookston. Okay, she wants to know about that.
And she's having surgery Wednesday. So everybody, please pray for our dear friend Norma Martinez. Okay? Ay, qué chula. Jane, dear friend Jane in Turkey that I told about smoking cigarettes. Yeah, I know it's not healthy. Girl, I worry about you because you're in Turkey. And now you're going to make me worry about you even more because you're smoking in Turkey. What gives?
He worries about everybody, okay?
I do. It's like this might sound crazy, everybody, but I feel sometimes like I'm Father Goose and I got to worry about my flock. And that's weird, but that's the way I feel.
Oh, so Vanessa is saying, I guess, that the picture of her next to her is
Is
Louise and
Louise?
mhm.
Okay. Please, Vanessa, uh, I pick up the tongue. And if I tell you in Spanish, hay algo en su boca que la lengua no se, no se queda bien. Cuando está hablando, empieza a hablar en el así. She knows what I'm talking about.
Okay. Richard says, when we went to the lunch after the funeral of my uncle, my mom said his son came over and said, "Thank you for coming." And when that happened, Lee apparently appears to mom when she was sitting at the table and him looking and looking down to her to like say thank you. Oh,
Lee, I take it as your uncle.
yeah.
And you know that happens. That happens a lot.
Well, here's Louise. Here's Louise. Uh, Hi, Roger. I'm Louise. I'm with Vanessa. Cool.
Am I right about your tongue and something in your mouth? Something not lining up right.
We love you too, Jane.
And please, throw those cigarettes down, girl.
Right out the window. Louise says yes.
Okay, because I'm picking that up right away. It's like it's in the jaw, Louise. I'm going to the jaw. Like the bottom part of the jaw is not lined up with the top part of the jaw. And every now and then when you talk, it goes thrush like that. You need to see a dentist or a surgeon that can like drill and put it back together for you. Okay, Debbie Hellerman says we can make room for more for a more.
One or two more. Okay, so Norma, let's see. I will, let me see if I can get Debbie's. Debbie, can you post your phone number so Norma can call you? Would you do that?
All right, Claire says my dad is 84. Good for him. That's a beautiful life. And is having a bit of memory loss. Well, that's expected. I mean, he is the gentleman who is next to me in the picture. Can you see if you can pick anything up on him, please? Who is? I'm getting the name. I want to say like Diney, Dinah, Diane. I'm getting Die. I hear Die. And that's not Die. I'm talking, it's a girl's name. I'm picking it up. It could be DYDI.
So Louise says I have a click on my jaw.
Yeah, thank you. That's it exactly. And that has to be surgically like lined up, okay? But thank you for that. Thank you for verifying.
So here's
Aisha says I'm back.
Aisha says I'm back. Hope this is better, giving you
Yes,
a
it
nice
is.
picture.
But you
Thank
look
you.
like you're mad. Why are
Well,
you mad?
she's not mad. She's just
Look at her
listening.
picture.
I see her picture. She's looking at you. Um, Richard says it's strange. Mom has seen grandma and dad and her dad and now Lee, and I have seen no one but can read others. Yeah. Okay.
Because you're not clicking. Because you Here's the thing, Richard. You think because it's close family wise, you can't click. Open yourself up.
Okay, Debbie, okay, I'll try to send that to Debbie's saying, I think you included hers and Denise's phone number on the Northern Plains flyer.
Yeah,
So
it's on there.
I guess Norma, you missed that. It's on Latino Psychic Visions. I guess I'll send it again. I'll post it again on
Okay,
the
Claire, please write that down for Dad. Okay? That's Sierra, honey. We're going to Claire.
oh, sorry.
Welchester.
There we go.
And I'm also hearing the name, this is for Dad. I'm hearing the name Evan. Okay? EVAN. I don't know who this is, but I hear Evan. Put Lynn up.
Okay, Lynn says, when I went to my best friend's funeral last September at the crematorium, I heard her say, I'd rather be drinking coffee in the cafe we go to. Wow. Wow.
They do visit. I mean, even, you understand, I've said this countless times. Our body is the unit that we use to communicate. Once you die, the spirit comes out of the unit. So the spirit can be talking to you all day long, but the unit has to be dealt with. You know, like you either bury the unit in a coffin or you cremate the unit. I know it's goofy. I know it's very much real. That's the way it goes.
So Janine says, I got a white feather in the mail for my friend Salvador. And it came in the mail yesterday on Salvatore's birthday. It made me happy and sad at the same time, of course.
Is Salvador still around? Is he still alive? Salvadore?
It kind of sounds like he's not, but would you let us know, Janine, if he's still with us or
Okay, I want to go back on some names, okay?
you bet.
Everybody, when I do this, when I go back on names, I like everybody who's already checked in, I go backwards. And I look at your names and I pick up stuff. So be ready. And I hope a lot of you are still with us. Richard here, and I'm going to tell you to be careful. I'm going to say on your right side, and excuse me for putting it this way, but the right buttock, right where it, on the bottom part, where it bends going into the back of the thigh. So be careful not to fall or something. Okay? Vanessa, my Vanessa, please be careful. I would like for you, if it's been a while, for you to get a mammogram. Please get one, schedule it, and get it done. I am on the left side, okay? Linford, I'm getting your eyes for some reason. If you, I don't know if you have diabetes, Lynn, but I keep seeing your eyes water. And when they water, to me, that's diabetes. They water and then they empty. So if you don't have diabetes, please go get checked for it, okay? Christopher, I didn't find out anything. You never told me anything about the ring. Did you lose a ring or did you lose the stone of a ring? Herbie Lopez, buddy, I'm sorry to tell you. It's either going to be a friend or I don't get it as a family member. I get it like outer family that you can hear of somebody passing. And that's for my buddy Herbie Lopez.
Okay, so Janine says it's been 8 months since he has passed. He passed last October.
Okay, that was Salvador. Salvador. Yeah, okay. That's why she said it. I hope you put that feather in like a plastic thing so nothing happens to it, and put it in like your jewelry box. Whenever you feel sad, pull that feather out. Okay?
Can I tell you what Mark says?
I'm seeing it. Go ahead.
I'm staying where I lived as a child. My mother who passed came in a dream. What does that mean?
Your mom is still with us, right, Bart?
Oh, she's passed.
She's trying to tell him something. She wants to give you a message. I would need more of the whole dream itself to know exactly what she wants to say to him. Now I'm going to Kathy Hanley.
Okay, and Lynn answers you too. Can I tell you?
Yeah, I
Or
see it. Go ahead, say it.
Lynn says, we've all been checked for diabetes because my hubby had it and Mark, my son, has it. I have not got it. Apparently, it is down my hubby's side of the family, not mine.
But here's the thing, I'm going to say it this way, because this is how it happened for me, and I want you to stay on top of it, Lynn. You know we care about you dearly. If you get your eyes get glassy and you start seeing, like you look at the trees, and this goes for everybody. If you look at the trees, the top of the tree, and you see 3 times the top of the tree, number one, that's either a stroke or a light stroke, or it has to do with diabetes. So please keep that in mind.
Wow. So if you see above the trees,
If you're looking at the top of the tree, and then you see another top of a tree, and then another one, like 3 dimensional, that's the sign of a stroke. That's also the sign of diabetes. I've dealt with this, I don't know how many times, but I know what I know.
all right.
I'm not a doctor, understand that, folks, and you don't have to listen to me if you don't want to. But I'm telling you, this is what I've experienced. This is what I've dealt with people that came to see me in readings. And now I'm going back. Can you put Kathy Hanley up?
Okay, I'll go find her.
I'm getting somebody, Kathy, by the name of Sarah. There's something about her back, like she was hunched over or something, but I get the name Sarah. So if you had a friend or you do have a friend named Sarah, please let me know. Now I'm on the top part, honey. Can you go to the bottom where the comments are coming in?
Mm-hmm. I'm here. Okay.
Anybody answer anything yet?
Uh, so Lynn says, I'm looking at a tree now. It's completely clear, but I will keep it in mind, Roger. Thank you.
Okay. And
Okay.
please, Lynn, you know how we feel about you. We want you at top shape.
So hi Nancy Moreno.
Good
Good
morning,
morning.
dear. She says, Happy Father's Day to all the fathers and our behalf, too. Everybody, Happy Father's Day. I would love my brother to come in a dream. It will be 5 years in September since he passed away, and I can remember him visiting me in a dream since he's passed.
That's said by Claire.
Claire, you need to call him forward before you go to bed. Tell him you want to talk to him. That's why a lot of people come on here and they go, I would really like to hear from my mother or my husband or this and that. If you don't call him forward in your mind or her, I never get him.
Can I read what Rachel says?
Right.
Rachel says, Roger, I'm in search of a job. I've been praying for God to give me a sign as to where to go. I'm stuck because I need a job, but also want to help my daughters with babysitting.
Oh boy. Well, you either have to do one or the other. You can't do both. You can't take the kids with you while looking for a job.
No.
But if you want the job, remember I've said this before many, many a time. When you are job searching, pray to Saint Joseph. Saint Joseph is the caretaker of the house, so he's good to pray about the house. He's also the carpenter, so he's good to pray for the job.
Also, can I just put a little input in too as well? If you're looking for a job, like Roger said, you might be confusing your messages. Um, it might not be coming clear to you because you're not clear about it yourself. I think it might do you some good to just take a time out. And I know you pray, but maybe also meditation. Just be quiet and let God speak to you and
Like
not.
here, Rachel, the first line you say, I'm praying to God for a sign, where do I go? Second sign, or the second line, but I also want to help my daughters with babysitting. You can't do both.
Mm-mm. You got to kind of be, not kind of, you got to be clear about what you want. Otherwise, you're never going to get an answer, I don't think.
Joni McCluskey Banks, I am picking up a tooth, a bad tooth in the back.
Okay, Sarah, Kathy Hanley says Sarah is my distant cousin in Washington State.
Okay, I'm picking her up. If there's nothing wrong with her back now, please tell her to be extremely careful because I see her bent over like she can't straighten up anymore. It's kind of like saying, boy, she had bad osteo, you know? What do you call it? Osteoporosis or whatever?
Hmm. Rachel says, thank you, Roger and Faye. You're
You're so
welcome.
welcome, dear. You know you're like a sister to me.
Yeah. So Norma says, I took your advice on staying on my job as a teacher, and this week went a lot better. Very good.
I told you.
You just need to not listen to negativity. Just
Right.
just do your job, do what makes you happy. And I know that makes you happy. Claire says, I think about him all the time, just as much as the day he passed.
Then tell him you want to speak with them. Tell him to come to you in a dream, and he will. I am looking at Ronnie Huff. Ronnie, I don't know if you play the lotto, if you play scratch off, whatever. But I see you winning some money and you're going to be dancing in the house with your arms extended, going in a circle.
Cool.
Yeah, because she's happy because she got money.
Mark says, she said to me in the dream, even though you changed, it's still the same, and looked right into my eye. Oops. Excuse me. Can you finish that, honey?
She said to me in a dream, even though you've changed, it's still the same, and looked into my eyes, and I woke up. There's something else that she wants to tell you, bud. So before you go to bed tonight, call her forward, okay? Say, Mom, if you want to talk to me, please come to a dream. Let me know what's going on. Just talk to her. Claire, you're so welcome here. Kathy Hanley, you're welcome. Please tell her because there's also somebody, Kathy, there's somebody with Sarah, I want to say that has an O name that I'm worried about. And I believe this is a guy. It could be like my cousin Oscar. It could be like my cousin Omar. But it's an old name. And folks, don't ask me how I do this because I don't know. They say the guy's nuts. Yeah, you're right.
Just a tiny bit.
Yep.
Can you read what Mark says?
She
Oh,
said
I
to me
already.
in a dream, even though you changed it. I said that already.
I'm sorry. So sorry. Mm-mm-mm. My
Tina
mistake.
Allen, please be careful of what you chew on. If you're going to chew on something hard, I'm seeing a tooth just crack. So please be careful. Does Margot got a picture up?
I'll go look for it.
Boy, I missed my time. My what you call it? I'm gonna do the call letters again. So don't cut me off yet. This mug's for you. We do this show every Saturday. Everybody knows that, and we are coming to you live. First off, in Baldwin, Wisconsin, and
Ooh.
secondly, we're coming to you live on the United Public Radio Network and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 and 107.7 FM in the beautiful town of New Orleans. Okay, now I believe that Margot's in the middle, right? There's three people there. And I know the guy isn't Margot, so. Margot, I am worried about your lower back around the waistline on the left hand side. And if it's up a little higher, it could be your kidney. So please, please get checked. Now, a lot of times, people, when I tell you things like this, I'm not saying it for you to have a bill, that you got to go to the doctor and pay a big bill. I'm telling you that because I see something. Okay? Did we ever get an answer back from Carolyn Thomas? I told her somebody was playing with her ear.
I don't believe so.
I'm looking at my Primo Albert's name, but Primo, I don't want to tell you nothing because the last two times I told you something happened. I don't want to tell you. Mary Erickson, I wish you would have put a picture of you in there because I can't see, the people that are on YouTube, like they takes their picture away.
So Margot says right side hip.
Right side hip. Okay, what did I say? Left side, right? I know I got it by the waistline. I'm right there. Maybe it's because we're backwards, the screen and all that. But please don't ignore it. All right? We're done with that segment, honey.
Okay.
I'm going to go to Jamie.
Ronnie says, no, I don't play the lottery or scratch off. Okay.
Well, dear, if you do, you will win. I'm seeing you dancing. I'm not saying you got to go nuts. Just go buy one ticket, a $2 ticket. You never know.
So here's Jamie.
Okay. Jamie, for some odd reason, please do not ignore the heartburn that you're getting. Okay? I'm inside in your heart area right now, and I can see like it's clogging up. Okay? You might have to have an angioplasty done. And don't be afraid of it because I've had 3 of them. They go into your thigh and they go up inside your heart and they clean out your heart. All right? Just want you to be aware of it. Don't panic. But see if you can get it. They can look inside your heart because I'm getting the arteries closing. This one's going to wear me out. I know it is. Let's go to Leanne Garcia.
Okay. I'm going to have to search a little bit.
She's way back.
Okay.
You find her, and I'm going to go forward and see what I got.
All right.
For answers.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice. Lynn Fern says, Faye, I see white and pink aura around your head. That's nice.
Thank you. Oh, here we go.
Ah, look what Jamie says. Is that why the doctor told me not to take ibuprofen and Tylenol? Well, I would say that is pretty much, you need to get thoroughly checked, okay?
I found Leanne for you there.
Okay. Leanne, is there somebody named Justin? I'm getting a Justin around you.
So Jamie says, yes, I am working on that. I fell in the shower and I'm on a boot now.
Okay, dear, please be careful and stay on top of your health, okay? Because this is the main battery, our heart. And when that goes, everything stops. So please stay on top of it.
Oh, okay, Mary.
I hope everything that I'm telling everybody right now, because when I go to your picture, I go inside your body. So, and I know it sounds goofy, but I do. If I give you something, please do not ignore what I say. I'm not a doctor, but I am able, through the grace of God, to go inside your body and see what's wrong. Richard, I'm going to say your mom's talking to somebody on the other side. That's the only way I can get this. If you see her make hand motions like, she's pointing to something, she's talking to somebody on the other side. I'm not saying she's going to go. I'm just saying she's able to communicate to the other side.
Okay, so it's in settings to add your picture on YouTube. It's in settings, and I'm not sure if I can tell you right now today because I have to go through the practice with you.
Yeah, because Debbie says, I also haven't figured out how to add my picture on YouTube.
Right. You click on that little your D, I believe. Then you go to your channel, I think.
Claire is going to leave me.
Uh-oh. And then you customize your channel, I believe.
Claire says, I have to go have a phone call. Thank you very much to both of you. It's very appreciated. Love and light to you all. Well, we hate to see you go, dear, but okay, just leave me. That's all
I
right.
might
Just
have
throw me like a rag on the ground.
It all starts, I guess that the only thing I can give you advice on how to do that right now, I can't do it while I'm doing the show. But you click on your little D, Debbie, and then you just kind of mess around with that. There's a lot of places where it leads you. It's in your settings. If you just kind of mess around with it, you'll see where you can add your picture. That's all I can tell you right now. Sorry about that.
Richard Dearden, above all, I do not want anyone in the family to think that mom's losing her mind. She's not. Okay?
Oh, Herbie says, a young man just asked me for a cigarette. Yeah, I know, it starts young. Did you give it to him? Okay.
Okay, Janine says, Roger, you told me a few months ago that I will be having a problem with my eyes. I'm having blurred vision in my left eye. What does that mean? I am diabetic. There you go. That's exactly what I talked about.
Okay.
Keep this in mind, Janine. Keep this in mind. When I had my strokes, and I say strokes, the hardest one I had when I had the heart attack and the stroke, it left me half blind in my left eye. So that's where I'm at right now. Please, if you're not eating greens and whatnot, change your whole diet. And I hope you're not smoking.
Which seems to be the topic today.
Right. Richard says he thinks his mother's a medium too. Well, if she's communicating to the other side, I would put my money on that.
Yeah. Oh,
Lynn
so
Byrne.
that's an interesting question. She says, Roger, do you have a spirit doctor as one of your guides? I seem to be picking this up. I have a picture of a small, dark haired person who is giving you this information. He has a stethoscope on. Wow.
Lynn, honestly, I don't know who my guides are, and that's the gospel truth. All I know is that I do have the native that follows me wherever I go, and that to me is my great 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 grandfather.
So I think Roger is excited about being part of maybe, hopefully, Paul's short seminar on finding your medium.
The guides.
I'm sorry, guides. I was looking at you, thinking about you.
But the whole thing is, you know, it is what it is. I just go with the information that they give me. I'm able to look, like I said, I'm able to look inside the human body and I can see things. Like for Janine, I was up in here and I went, oh no, I don't like that. Clogged arteries.
That is part of his gift. It might just be part of your gift. I mean, I just read a book on your psychic self, and one of those categories is being, able to see the inside of other people's bodies and at like an x-ray or like a scan. In fact, I read about a doctor who had that capability and it really helped him diagnose people. Of course, he had the education to be a doctor, so it was really quite powerful how he helped
That's why
people.
I've said many a time I've seen like heart operations, any kind of operation. I look and I go, I think I can do that. I'm not a doctor by no means, but I feel I can go do what I gotta do. Or I can look inside and go, if they have a person's body open, I can go right there behind the da 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 and go up and you know that's me. I see
Hmm.
this stuff. It's crazy, but I see it.
Yeah, he does.
I'm kind of like if you ever watch The Good Doctor, and he stares, and all of a sudden they bring up this screen. That's me. I do that, and I tell everybody, I am not Edgar Casey asleep. I'm Edgar Casey awake. And that's why, like I told Faye, and this isn't bragging, folks, but I told Faye, I said, do you realize the kind of person you're married to?
That's an everyday question. It changes every day. No, I don't. I really don't. That's why I have to read books like this. I have to read books like this. Your psychic self, kind to explain it to me. Explains it to me.
Yes, Mary, you're right. Mary says it's possible that you could have been a doctor in a previous life. Yes, I believe that. I
Good
really
point.
do.
Good point.
I know I was a medicine man, but I think I was a lady back then.
Yeah, Debbie says she loves that show, The Good Doctor. Yeah,
Well, when you
we
see
watch it.
him stare up and you see they show that screen, that's what I can do. And then as I see you, if I see you, I remember one lady that I was looking at her and you need to take care of that. She goes, what? She goes, you could see that? And I said, yeah. And then she started covering herself up, and I started laughing. I said, I even see that mole you got right there. And man, she just got all embarrassed. I said, I'm beyond that. If you've
Hmm.
ever seen the show with Ray Milland, the man with the X-ray eyes, that's like what I can do. Okay. Janine says I will be going to the eye place next week, and I only smoke when I'm around my kids. Don't smoke around your kids because they'll pick it up and they'll get sick.
That's a secondhand smoke, darling.
Yep.
Highly suggest you not do that.
She said, but I've never been a full smoker. If you light up one cigarette, you're a full smoker. Stop lighting cigarettes up. Throw them all out. Teach your kids, set a good precedent for your kids. Okay? They go by what you do. You're the leader. So they're going to watch you.
They might be snitching on your or taking your cigarettes now. You don't want that to happen, do you?
Right.
I remember doing that at age like 6, and I thought, what is in the world is my dad liking these for? So Lynn says that's why we have all been drawn to each other. We are all weird and wonderful, our soul family. Yep.
Amen to that.
Amen to that.
Like I can remember when my daughters, my oldest daughter and her sister were like young little kids, and my ex would swear at them, and I tell her, stop swearing at them, because when they grow up, they're going to swear at you. They're not going to tell me what to do. And what happens? They got older, and they started calling her boom, boom, boom. And I remember my daughter made the mistake of doing that in front of me. I said, don't you ever, ever disrespect your mother, especially in front of me. So if you don't want your kids to pick up your bad habits, stop doing them. If you don't want them to swear like have a sailor's mouth, stop acting like a sailor. You don't want them to have cigarettes, don't smoke. You don't want them to do drugs, get the drugs out of the house. Wake up. You don't want them to be an alcoholic, stop drinking. Okay, but Janine says, but that was 5 years for me, but my kids still smoke. I wonder why. I wonder where they got that from. Are you talking India from India, Richard? He says, I sometimes talk in Indian. He says, I know it's one of my guides.
Hmm.
Sometimes people talk in tongues and they don't know it. Okay? So if you're going to say Indian, it's either native or from India.
Hi,
Marcy,
Marcy.
where have you been?
Well, good morning to you, darling.
Like they say when you come home late. ¿Dónde andabas?
How? Oh dear, Richard. Oh dear.
Oh,
No, no,
man.
no.
Richard, don't lose your day job.
No, no, no. Okay. Oh, it's their father because I never saw. Oh, you never smoked. Okay. I guess we were so confused about what you
Okay.
said. Okay.
Well,
Okay,
now you
sorry.
see his bad habits they picked up.
Yeah.
So little by little, I don't mean to be it as a nag, but nag at them and tell them, hey, you need to cut this off because your kids will pick it up and boom. It just goes on and on and on. Stop making everybody else rich. Well, folks, it's that time it looks like. Reminds me of my mother, Mary says. I would ask her not to smoke in the car, and as she aged, she finally quit and told me one day that I was right. Smoking does stink, and it made me happy when she said it. There you go. Lenora, we are leaving.
But buenos dias.
Marcy, nos vamos ya. It's going to be time for us to leave, folks. I hate to leave you. It's like that song. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. So,
Do-do-do-do.
happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there on behalf of us from Latino Psychic Visions, me and my wife. But happy Father's Day. Have a good time with your family, everyone. We got to get out of here. And we want to thank everybody for being with us today. This was a good, informative show. Please share the show and hit the like button, okay? Let other people hear this because they need to know about the smoking thing.
Well, and Lynn does thank you for that little reminder. Don't forget to watch Mr. Paul Francis on Reach Across on Monday. That would be at 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern, and I'm not sure what UK time is, but Reach Across with Paul
8 o'clock
Francis.
and 9 o'clock, I believe it is.
Okay,
So,
so
we got to get out here. And thank everybody who's saying Happy Father's Day. Take care of yourselves. God love you. You guys, you know we do. So take care of you. And thank you for letting me come into your hearts and into your homes. We will see you on either on Paul's show on Monday or Wednesday on our show at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Latino Psychic Visions. Tell all your friends about us. Spread the word. Spread the love. Enjoy yourself tomorrow. Have a good dinner or whatever. I got to go play music again. So, everybody, as we say every show, before we go, we are this mug's for you. We came to you live from the United Public Radio Network and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 and 107.7 FM in the beautiful town of New Orleans. And a big shout out to everybody in New Orleans. Thank you for listening to us. This is Roger, and my wife is Faye, and we'll see you guys Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Take care of yourself because we say, love everyone you can on this earth while you're here. Why, honey? Because
because
love
love
is
is life,
life, and
and
life
life
is
is
love.
love.
And we love you. God bless you all. Take care of yourself.
Love you.
Hostile
Bye-bye.
burritos. That means hasta luego. See ya.
See ya.
Bye.